I have the Jet Beam T6 here. This flashlight, if you want to call it a flashlight, you might want to call it like a spotlight or a searchlight, because this runs off of 4 18650s and has a max output of 4,350 lumens. This thing will light up just about anything in its path. It has 4 LEDs. They are XP-L, and this thing is just completely blinding. Now real quick, I want to give you a tour around this. It is a short, stubby little flashlight, and it is weighted. I mean, this thing is pretty heavy. It actually comes with a little not a lanyard, but it's a whole shoulder strap. Now I'm not sure if that's necessary. It's not that heavy, but they do have that so you can wear it around your shoulder in case you get really weak or whatnot. But like I said, it runs off of 18 650 batteries, and there's 4 of them. Now this is, a lot of flashlights these days are rechargeable. These are rechargeable batteries, but there's no way on the flashlight to directly charge the battery, so you'll have to take them out and charge them in a charger. And I have lots of videos out there for really nice chargers that are out there these days. But here is where the batteries go in, and that's what the cap there looks like. And it just, let me tell you about these batteries real quick. These are, I'm assuming they're Jet Beam, our company Jet Beam works with. 18650s. They are rechargeable, 2400 milliamp hours. Okay. So there's a few different modes on this, but there's only 2 buttons. Okay. There's 2 buttons here on the side. One, if you hold down, you'll get the strobe, and the other one, you do a long hold down and it will turn on the actual light. And I'm in, direct sunlight right now, but it's pretty bright. Now you do a long hold and it'll turn on the light, and then you just do a quick press to cycle through the 4 different modes. And there is a turbo, high, medium, and low. Something else about this is just when you're shining this around and if you're in close range, it feels like there's a heat lamp on you. I mean, even from really far away, it's just blinding. You can just, it will illuminate, probably shine through your body. It's just really, really bright. So like I said, there's the 4 different modes, turbo, high, medium, and low. And this does have memory, so whichever mode you turn it off in, if it's going to be low, then it will turn back on in low. But at any time, say it's in low, you can double press and it will go directly to the turbo. So something else about this light, it does a really good job at dissipating heat. Even when I've left it on turbo for an hour, it's warm. It's not hot whatsoever. It's warm. Even here, it's not really hot at all. So it dissipates heat really good. We got these big grooves throughout here. And this is also mountable, so you could put this onto a tripod or anything. It's got a little mount down there at the bottom, so if you wanted to act like maybe you're a lighthouse or whatnot. But this thing lights up big time. It's got a 750 meter throw on it. Now the longest light that I've had was 1,000 meter throw, and that was the Olight M3XS UT, and that thing was just disgusting. This one is just short of it, but this thing seems like it has like a brighter, it's definitely a hotter, well, no, not a hotter hotspot, but it's just the way it throws, the spread on it is just a little bit bigger than the focused of the M3XS UT. So covers more area, wider spread, to where that one's just kind of directed. That one's de-domed. These are not de-domed whatsoever, but there's nice deep reflectors on there, allowing you to throw it. Okay, let's hit up these specs real quick. We have turbo
which is 4,350 lumens at 1.8 hours. That's a really long time considering this thing is only, it's small, it's compact, but that's a lot of power. High is 1,500 lumens at 4.5 hours. Middle is 350 lumens at 21 hours. And low, 30 lumens, which you can still see pretty decently, 300 hours. It's just crazy. We have the beam distance, which I already covered, 750 meters. And we have a 1.5 meter impact resistance, so it can handle a little bit of a drop. Waterproof rating. This does have a IPX-8. That's up to 6 feet. You can totally submerge this thing. So if you're looking for something underwater, well, you can only go down 6 feet. But still, it should be able to shine to the bottom. So you never know. Now, something else about this light is it does, on the two side switches, they also have a beeping or blinking blue LED, and that will start blinking when the battery starts to get weaker and weaker, and it will actually start to blink faster as the battery starts to die.
So there you go, guys, the JetBeam T6. This is definitely one awesome light. I would recommend it for people who need an extra bright light, or someone who might be searching for stuff, has a lot of land, or just search and rescue, or if you just like to have the brightest light around, you know. This is probably, there's probably brighter lights, so that probably wasn't a good statement, but this thing is super, super bright and super compact too. So I'll put a link in the description. That's that. Thanks for watching.